So hi everyone, I'm going to be a little ambitious today and use 6 colors, but I'm making sure that I'm using a fragrance that I know behaves itself. So my kaolin clay, coconut milk, and oils have already been blended, but I'm going to do it again just to make sure it's a creamy consistency. If you think that this batter has a little tinge of green to it, well it does, because when I was mixing some of my micas, a little bit fell into the main batch, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, I'm soaking at about 75 degrees. Do I have everything I need? Yes. Let's pour this so it doesn't make any bubbles. Or cut down on the bubbles. And I like to stir this as much as I can before I blend. This means that I don't have to use the actual power of the blender to do all the mixing, because that would agitate it more and contribute to the acceleration. I also believe that the kaolin clay, since it's a powder, helps to emulsify the batter a little sooner too. So if you bake cakes and everything, you know how powders just really keep the different ingredients all mixed together. Okay, so that's pretty emulsified. Let's add the fragrance. This is Energy. It's a nice mix of citrus. Okay, so I really want a very liquid soap. So let me get this poured into my colors. This is a version of a rainbow soap, except there's a color missing. Let's see if you can figure that out. So if you've guessed by now, I'm leaving the blue out because it is a fall-like soap. And let me add my green. So let me blend this a little. It's a nice green. It's a combination of 2 greens. Because everyone knows all greens are not alike. And I'm going to use my frother to mix the other colors. This is my yellow, I believe. This is like a coral red. That would be perfect for fall colors. This is my orange. To make the yellow and orange a little stronger, as I did in the last soap, because they tend to fade. It's a lighter purple. And a dark green. I also have a gold mica drizzle for this one. I'll clean up a little bit of this mess and start pouring. First I'm going to pour a layer of this. Again, this green, it looks pretty hideous right now, but it'll look nicer in a bit. I am going to blend that green a little more because it's so liquidy. I want it a little more firm. Still a light trace, back side, and I'm going to start pouring this pretty close to the surface. There's my yellow. Can't really get down as close as I'd like to, but that should be nice. I'm going to go in order of the rainbow, so go with the orange. Coral. Purple. I love the look of that. The dark green. And something dark in there. It seems to hold the color design well, if there's a dark color in the mix too. And then I'm going to ladle in some green, and notice that it's thickened a bit, which is good. I don't want to disturb what's in there very much. It will a little bit because it's very thin right now. Starting to set up now a bit, but it's still a nice light trace. And continue with the colors again, starting with the yellow also. The name of the game right now is to conserve the colors so that I can distribute it through the height of the soap. Ladle in some more green. I can do another round of this. Still behaving itself. And save some for the top too. And the rest of this. Switch to a spatula. Someone wrote to me in the comments of the last soap, and I was really happy about the fact that the soap was really behaving and staying pretty liquid. And she mentioned, isn't that nice when that happens, when your soap behaves? And yes, it is. Even though you have to pretty much train yourself to deal with whatever happens to the soap, it's nice when it does what you want it to. So let's pop that down. Do a little bit of fall cleaning. And let's get that hanger swirl taken care of before I do the top. If you ever made that mistake of making the top look really nice and forgot to do your swirling? So I'm just going to go up and down pretty completely and pretty close together. I don't want to do too many sideways swirls for this. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to give this another pass of ups and downs. And then I'm going to do some sideways strokes on the way up. Because the idea is to make it look like falling leaves. If I didn't do that, they would have just been basic vertical zigzags. Okay, let's get this in there. Probably use a mini spatula. Let's try to get this in nice lines since it's really behaving. So instead of having two greens, I could have had the whole rainbow spectrum, like including the blue, but I wanted it to look a little more fall-like. Like fallen leaves, and I don't really see too many blue leaves during the fall, so that's the reason for that. I'm going to try to make a soap for next week, but I'm getting kind of busy here taking care of life. Kind of going crazy too, so I need to just take care of that and come back strong with soap in the next week, but I'm going to try. Got more red than anything else. This coral, just beautiful. So it's in the middle. It'll just have to be a thicker line of color. The purple. Look at how well that's behaving. That's great. And it's okay if the light green shows up on top too. That just means I have more colors showing there on top. I think design-wise, it's always nice if the top has a little hint of what's inside the soap. Okay, so the colors are all in. So I'm going to do what I frequently do, and that is I'm going to swirl on the diagonal, and then I'm going to add my mica drizzle, and then do the other diagonal. So let's see what that'll look like. Try that mica drizzle right down the middle too. That's beautiful. And let's do a little splatter too, just because it looks so good. Alright, then we will go in the other direction. Okay, well, I really like that. Looks sort of leaf-like. Let's just clean that up. Show that to you up close, and then we'll bring you back for the cut. Okay, let's cut this OktoberZest soap. It's time to bring back a lot of color again. This makes me happy. So let's cut a little end off first. And there, that green turned nice again. It'll be a little bit of a busier design. Let's make sure that my wire is wiped off of all soap so that it doesn't leave a streaky cut. Cutting these a little chunkier. And I love the backdrop of a light green with colors. I wanted it to look wispy like this, like a wind has caught up a bunch of leaves. Okay, I'm going to turn this on its side. Maybe I'll get fewer streaks with the cutter. And there's the top. Yeah, that's working a little better. I was hoping for a little bit more definition in the swirls, but they're kind of there. And it is what it is, but so this is really how I learn. I can appreciate that for what it is. Actually, that's really beautiful, but next time what I'll do is I'll be a little more patient and let the batter thicken just a little bit. And that way the soap colors won't kind of mix into itself and the surrounding colors as much, so you get a little more definition. And I feel that I get this much definition. You saw how liquid the soap was, but I really feel that the use of kaolin clay does some wonders as far as emulsifying the batter sooner and just keeping the colors more distinct. Like this one I like. It's like seaweed and a nice current, colorful seaweed. So it really depends where in the loaf you're looking as well. And this fragrance is really well behaved. This is Energy from Bramble Berry. It's really subtle though. I'm maybe thinking the plus of this is there's so many colors that if they were all vivid, it would be really busy. And this is kind of subtle. Yeah, they're getting better on this side of the loaf. I'm hoping that I can find some time to soap after this one, because the things got really busy again with family matters. So kind of a nervous wreck as far as too many things going on at the same time. But I will try my best to get a soap video in. Hopefully I'll be able to soap and get a video out, but it might be a little late by a day or two. I'm going to take a little trip too. So I feel like I really need to do that. Alright, so this is the last bar. I'll show that to you. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. So I really appreciate the subscriptions of all things. This really helps my channel out quite a bit. And of course your comments, and look for me on Instagram. And I also have a Facebook page too. So leave that all below, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye everybody.